morning and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. This morning I'd like to go over a few things before the market opens. The Dow Jones Industrial Average and the Russell are slightly up. The Nasdaq is down and the S&P is slightly down. Last night I went over a few things in order to get prepared for today. I was looking at Facebook, Google, and Microsoft to go long today. But since the Nasdaq seems to be down, that's probably going to eliminate those trades. Let me show you what my analysis was last night, and then I'll continue on with the analysis this morning. Good evening. Tonight is Sunday night, and I thought I'd do a little prep work for the trading day for tomorrow. Taking a look at FinBiz for Friday. Initially, the market looked like it was going to go red again, as it did the previous 3 days. But then it turned around, and all the big tech ended up pretty much in the green. It looked like a regime change around 10 or 11 o'clock. All the sectors seemed to perform quite well. Energy is still leading the pack. Looking at TradingView, the Dow seemed to be up. The S&P 500 only is slightly down, and the techs are a bit down. Looking at the Nasdaq futures on the daily chart, we can see that we've been in a down trend for the last 5 to 10 days. And now it's on Friday, it seemed to have switched. Here's your zigzag. By the way, this is a zigzag indicator. It's open right here. There's no bar going up this way. So that means that the bar was down, the trend was down, so if there's nothing there, that means it's the zigzag's trying to figure it out what's going on. And if we get another bar tomorrow, that's up, that's a confirmed invalid zigzag, and we can go ahead and take a trade based on the RSI being below the 30. Our rules for taking a trade using the RSI are, for a buy, is the RSI has to be below 30, coming around and crossing over. We like to do that, and that will happen if this bar goes up. And the zigzag has to have 2 bars after the peak or the top or the bottom. Why do you need 2 bars? Why can't you just take? Because for a valid zigzag, you have to have 2 bars, because zigzag looks 2 bars in the future. That's why it's perfect. Look, it's perfect. It always gets the peaks and valleys. Always perfect. But to do that, it has to look 2 bars in the front. So we can't take a trade until we have 2 bars after the point. Likewise up here, I took a short trade 2 bars after, and the RSI has crossed down. You can do the same thing over here. RSI crossing over, 2 bars after, take up, and that would have been a nice long trend. So we're waiting for NASDAQ. I think it's going to happen. The rut, same conditions. 2 bars, indecision for the zigzag. It's going to make a decision. The MACD, this is the MACD indicator, is saying go up, go long. And we're waiting here for the RSI to cross over the 30, go back up. I think it's going to happen. This is the Dow, and it's slightly up. 1, 2, got the peak. 1, 2, looks like it's going to go up. This is it'll be a valid zig or zag. RSI looks like it's crossing over. Probably could do a buy here very soon. And last is the zigzag. And I already put the arrow there. We're looking to see a valid fractal. 2 bars on this side, the peak, 2 bars on this side. And we have a valid fractal. We have that. And you can take the MACD signal if you choose to. I'm looking for the RSI to cross back over. This is a valid signal for tomorrow. Anyway, tonight, things look positive for tomorrow. Let's look at the FANG stocks real quickly. Apple, still in a downtrend. No open bars on the zigzag, no indecision. Still looking like it's going down. Delta, same way, looking like it's continuing down. No open indecision bar for the zigzag. Amazon, same. Trend is still down. Now we do have an indecision for Facebook. RSI. The RSI looks like we have a valid zig. RSI looks like it's coming up. MACD says go long. This might be a valid long tomorrow. I temporarily put the arrow in. I'm going to see what things look like tomorrow morning. Let me write that down for myself, for my trading list. Netflix, Zigzag seems to know what it's doing. Now, this is interesting. Google. We had Zigzag knew what it was doing here. And we had a long single based on the RSI. And that was really nice. Short was profitable. And now it looks like you have a green zig. But the Zigzag still doesn't know exactly what it's doing. Green zig. This is a minor zig. MAC sits go long. RSI is almost saying go long. Google looks like a long tomorrow. Let me write that down. Microsoft, I've been playing a lot lately. Indecision candle. It's got to wait another bar before we can go ahead and take a trade. MACD went long a while back. You would have lost money for a while. Waiting for the RSI to come back over to 30. Then we can go long. This might be a long too. I'm going to watch it. CRISPR, decidedly down. No problem. Minor, zig, down. Doesn't look like it's trading. And I have an option play that I closed out Friday on this, thinking that was the end. And that was very profitable. So I'm no longer in this trade. The zig is still down. So tomorrow, I'll wake up early and see what the market's doing and get in preparation for the trading day. I'll be particularly looking at Facebook, Google, and Microsoft to go long tomorrow. But we'll have to see what the market has in store for us in the morning. Looking at investing.com, the news of the day, and this is a very good summary, by the way. News of the day is that the Senate passed a stimulus package over the weekend. They trimmed off some of the stimulus checks amounts. China is continuing a downturn. They're going to have sluggish growth this year. And I don't think America is going to be buying as much China's goods this year. The futures look like the stocks are going to set to be open. This is about an hour ago. And this might be an interesting thing to follow. Food delivery services that Amazon was putting some money into in Europe. And the Saudi oil refineries were attacked overnight, and it should push oil up. So this is the situation we're facing. Let's take a look at the futures. We have the NASDAQ is still down. RUT is up. US 30 is up. That's the Dow Jones. And the 500 is slightly down, just a little bit. I have a 15-minute chart, and I'm looking at the NASDAQ. And we see from about 4 o'clock this morning, NASDAQ was considerably down, and then it started to climb. Who knows what's going to happen this morning? I do think it's going to go up today, and I think it'll end up in the green. I'm not so negative on the day. The RUT is climbing. That's a good sign. We got green on the Dow Jones. Really good. And it looks to be the S&P 500 is starting to climb from that same about 4 o'clock this morning. So I'm optimistic for the open today. FANG stocks. Let's look at Facebook. That's what I'm going to be looking at. And we hope for the open to see a green bar, and we should go long. Microsoft is another one. Looking for that green bar going to get above the Friday's high. And Google. Same thing here. We're looking for a green bar. So I'd like to get this video out, but for me, I'm going to do some more research this morning. I'm going to still be looking at Facebook, Google, and Microsoft to go long. Early indications seem that the tech will continue its decline, but I believe it's going to, with the stimulus package approved, the stock market and all the stocks in it are going to kind of rise. Happy trading. Please like and subscribe. Catch you next time.